I think it's important every now and then to stop and do an analysis. Take a look at what your peer group looks like. Because me and mine, we're recommending good books to one another. We're constantly bouncing business ideas back and forth using one another as sounding boards. We're buying domain names, starting new LLCs. We're writing down our daily affirmations, self talk, writing down our goals. We're traveling to the south of France this summer and just really doing the best we can to hold each other accountable and to really high standards. So not only do you need to analyze the type of friend group you have, you need to take a look at the type of friend you're being to them as well.
Hey cousins, welcome back to my channel. It's your favorite cousin, Global Elon. You already know this is your safe space to just be. Here we celebrate women embracing themselves with love, patience, and kindness. I'm that cousin, your favorite cousin, who always cheering you on, reminding you to forgive yourself and helping you shine from the inside out. Every video is a chance to laugh, learn, and grow together, adding a little sparkle, a little softness, and just the right amount of realness. So, if you're ready to elevate your life one step at a time, you're exactly where you're meant to be, and that's here with me. So, cousins, get in here, have a seat, let's talk. We got something real to talk about today. Well, we always have something real to talk about, but today video we're going to take a deep dive in your friendship, and I want to talk about elevating your circles. The company you keep matters. Like my grandmother used to have this old saying, I think a lot of y'all elders said this: show me your friends and I'll show you your future. That wisdom has stuck with me forever. Like, it's okay to hold on to some of your friends you love from childhood. I'm not saying that. But as you grow, your circle should grow as well. If you're always the smartest person in your circle, or if your friends don't push you or believe in you to level up, that's your signal. Like, that's your green flag, baby. It may be time to expand your circle to create space for people who stretch your vision, encourage you, and challenge you to grow. Now, let me this down for you a little bit. When you surround yourself with people who are dreaming bigger, working harder, thinking differently, it changes your mindset. You start dreaming bigger. You start seeing new possibilities. You stretch for things you never thought was even possible. I love using Jay-Z as an example of someone who changed their circle and they elevated to the next level. Like when Jay-Z first came out, he was just known as the rapper from Marcy Projects in Brooklyn. And early in his career, he had a nice little penny. He was worth around like 100K. But over the time, he had expanded his circle, not dissing himself from friends. Let me take that back. He cut some people off, but his main circle, he still kept some friends. However, he just broadened his network. Jay-Z started forming relationship with Fortune 500 CEOs, major investors, billionaires, business moguls, and as a result of that, he shifted from just being a regular 100K rapper from Brooklyn to a billionaire entrepreneur and philanthropist. He didn't forget where he came from, but his association has changed, and so did the trajectory of his career. So, I have a question for you to just to sit with right quick. Can you actually grow to the next level with those in your current circle? Do they uplift, challenge, support, and believe in the vision that's forming inside of you? Or do they keep you contained? Just sit with that for a minute. Well, you know how we do over here. Before we take a deep dive into this video, we gotta do a little housekeeping. If you're not a part of the cousin family yet, make sure you join. Hit that subscribe button, tap that like, ring that notification bell so you'll be first to catch every gem I drop. So, are you ready to elevate your circle and rise higher together? If so, get cozy, grab your favorite drink or tea, and let's tune into this video.
This is your season of alignment. Everything is coming together for you. And that means who you surround yourself with matters. If the people around you aren't celebrating you, inspiring you to go higher, or helping you elevate, it's really time to question if they should still have access to you. Because the truth is, some people are only comfortable with the old version of you, and they'll try to hold you there. But you've outgrown that. If they can't see who you are now, if they can't honor where you're going now, maybe they're not meant to move forward with you. This is the season to align with those who push you, pour into you, and remind you of your power. So if they are constantly trying to remind you of your past, they probably should stay there.
If you are on your way to building a more luxurious friendship circle, a more elevated friendship circle, I need you to start going to events and go to them alone. Now, I know it may sound scary, it may sound awkward, you may feel weird about it, but it's really putting you in the best position. A lot of times when you go alone, you're more open to speaking to people who you wouldn't normally speak to, who you don't know. Also, it makes you more approachable because you're by yourself. Now, when you go to these events, let me just give you an example. Let's say you are someone who wants to be more elevated in the reading space. Go to an indie bookstore and attend an author Q&A. Or let's say you are trying to get into floral arrangements for your home. We talk about this all the time, putting flowers in our home, but you really want to elevate your floral arrangements. Go to a bouquet making class. Meet another woman there who is interested in that as well. And now you have a friend that you can practice with. Or let's say you want to be invited to more galas or things like that. Go to an etiquette class, make a friend, and attend galas and benefits together where you hold each other accountable. And you all practice the etiquette techniques that you've learned. Go to the spa by yourself. Don't be afraid to make friends with someone else, let's say in the sauna room or when you're getting your pedicure. I'm sure she values self-care just like you do. Or if you're someone who's trying to be better about paying attention to your self-care, you now have a friend who is diligent about it as well, and you all can hold each other accountable and go on these self-care dates together.
The scripture that comes to mind is bad company corrupts good morals, corrupts good character. I hate to say this, but I found it to be true. You really become who you hang around. It's very painful to come to realization that there are some people you just can't continue to associate with because they're going to become a hindrance to you, because they will become a detriment or a danger to you. Even though simple communication can be presented, if it's not like an abusive thing, and that's why it's really important in this life as we're doing life. I'm not talking about the people you run into here and there. I'm talking about people you do life with, that you choose these people wisely, because they say if you show me the 5 people you spend the most time with, I can show you your future. People that have lost their lives innocently by association. That's hurtful. By being at the wrong place in the wrong time with the wrong crowd, that's painful. You have to have an honest conversation that it might be time that you may need to just take a step back, go our separate ways, or just, really communicate that, the place you're in your life right now, you can't get involved in a lot of that activity no more. And you can even share with them this is what God is doing in your life. They may not understand it, but you still have to move. And before you get resentful of the bad company, do your due diligence, communicate, and separate.
Once you start hanging out with people who are doing different things on the weekend, living a way that you've never seen someone live before, you will start to incorporate that in your routine and your life will start to change. First, it will happen subtly, but then gradually. You need a mentor or you need people in your life who are on a higher level than you are, who have a good relationship with money, who have a good relationship with the gym, because the habits that they have, you will eventually start to incorporate them in your life. It's so hard to just create them out of the blue. If you genuinely want to level up your life, you have to incorporate friends that are doing better than you in life. When you see these people every single day doing habits that you've never done before, that's going to become your norm. Trying to change your life by yourself and going at it alone, it's not impossible and you can do it alone. It's just going to be very difficult. I read this book in college called Forget a Mentor, Get a Sponsor. Attend networking events, conferences, and extracurricular or informal gatherings where you might have occasion to approach your target and introduce yourself. be able to articulate not just who you are and what you do, but your distinct value added. The hook will spark interest and ensure you're remembered as someone who has something to offer rather than someone who is making a demand. You need to stop going to the bar. You need to stop going to places that is not going to aid to change. Start going to networking events, book clubs, and email people. But when you email them, don't ask how they can help you, or don't ask for them to be your mentor. Find out what they're working on. Find a way where you can add value to their life. That's going to make you memorable.
Sometimes in your life, you'll start to spend, and you're spinning up to the next level, and people start to fall off. And let me tell you something, it hurts, it's lonely, especially when it's somebody that you really, really loved and had a great time with and wish that they could be there with you. But you have to understand and realize that toxicity is poison to your wings. It will cause you to crash. So you have to be able to say, I love you, but I'm sorry, this does not work for me anymore. Then you get this shit, oh, you bougie, you changing. Now you got all this and you don't want, none of that matters. Walk through the pain of the loneliness. I'm gonna tell you something, the higher you go, the smaller that circle gets.
Who you have around you is so important. And so be choosy. Be really choosy about who you allow into your space, into your life, who you hang around. I'm talking to me too, but just remember that your circle matters. Your environment matters. Just make sure you're in the right environments, around the right people. Because when you're in the wrong environments, around people that aren't good for your future, aren't good for your growth, that can limit you. Like, limit your growth, stunt your growth, things of that nature. Your next level of healing, your next level in whatever you're believing for, the next level that God has for you, it's going to require the right people to be around you, the right support to be around you. It's going to require you to be in the right spaces, the right places, the right environments. I'm talking every aspect, okay? Mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It matters, y'all. Okay. And so let's read some scripture, y'all. All right. So we can read Proverbs 13, verse 20. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Okay. That's Proverbs. A lot of wisdom in Proverbs. So yeah, y'all.
Y'all, this part is so good. Please watch this.
Speech is one thing, but if you're going to experience an upgrade, watch this. This is going to be really challenging. You're going to have to change not just your communication, but you're going to have to change your circle. Yeah, this one's going to be a little rough ride, but just brace yourself. You're going to be all right. Here it is. Your relationships have the capacity to make or break you. Who you hang out with, who you assimilate with, who you associate with, who you consider to be a part of your circle. Your relationship will make or break you. In large part, they speak to your possibilities. They set the bar for what you're able to accomplish, what you're able to do, where you're able to go. Your potential is established by who is in your circle. It's even deeper than that. Your net worth is tied to the people that you associate with. Broke people beget. Your happiness is attached to the people that you associate with. This is the one that's going to be challenging. Your health is tied to the people you associate with. There's a study that was done in British Journal of Medicine. It was a study that was put out many years ago that gives the indication that who you hang with will determine whether or not, if you hang with someone who is obese, then the likelihood is that you will too become obese. There's a 57% chance. And it's simply because of the influence that you experience. Whenever you're around somebody socially, behaviorally, you start to take on some of their characteristics or their traits, whether you realize it or not. That's why the scripture says, walketh not, sitteth not, standeth not, because God knew that if you will hang out with these traits, characteristics that are ungodly, you will take on. Gluttony is ungodly. And not just gluttony of food, but you can overindulge on anything. Are y'all with me? So if you want to see where you're going, just look around you and see who you're with. Because whoever you're with is likely what your tomorrow will look like. Some of you should have just said ouch right there. It's like, whoa. Whoever hangs with wise people becomes wise, but whoever hangs around with fools suffers harm. A lot of the hurt, a lot of the pain, a lot of the suffering that we experience in life has nothing to do with our own actions or activity or our own attitude or our own character, but it's because of the people that are in our circle. Sometimes we have to really look and examine whether or not our circle is our sickness. Preach, boy. First Corinthians 15:33. It says, do not be deceived, because bad company corrupts good character. Whatever you surround yourself with directs where and how far you will go. If you take the time right now and point out your 5 best friends, I will tell you what your next 5 years will look like. There's some eviction notices coming out today. 5 types of people that you will need in relationships.
So I just got back from negotiating a business deal, and the owner asked me, do I have any friends? I said no. He said, well, I only asked because your network is your net worth, and the people around you will help you expand. So then he went more in detail, and he explained to me how his friends and family helped him open that business years ago. Like, they all went in and gave him the money to help open that business. I already know that you're supposed to surround yourself around people that's doing better than you, richer than you, smarter than you. But where do you actually find them? Like, are they at coffee shops? Are they at happy hour? So where do you go to level up your friend circle? Let me know, okay?
Cousins, thank you so much for tuning in today. I really want y'all to grow. Not just talk about it, but really grow. And to do that, you have to be willing to expand your circle. I know it hurts sometimes to leave certain people behind. It feels uncomfortable, even lonely at first. But you have to understand, everyone can't go and grow with you. Some people are only meant to walk with you for a season, not a lifetime. Let me put it this way. You know everybody. I know everyone who's watching this video probably got on the plane. So you know when you get on the plane, the flight attendant always says, if this aircraft experiences any issues and the oxygen mask drop down, please put your mask on first before helping anyone else. That's powerful, because if you're not breathing, if you're not growing, evolving, and protecting your peace, how can you help anyone else? Elevating your circle works the same way. When you put yourself first, when you surround yourself with people who inspire, challenge, and uplift you, you're securing your own oxygen mask. You're making sure you have air and strength and the vision to reach the next level. And once you get there, once you're stable and grounded in that new elevation, then you can go back and help the ones who are truly ready to grow as well. The ones who's willing to put in the work, shift their mindset, and walk the path of purpose right beside you. Because when you elevate your circle, you're not only changing your friendship group, you're changing your family's future, your career, and your peace of mind. See, for me, elevating my circle changed everything. Once I started connecting with people who were already doing what I dreamt of doing, I got access to job bookings, network events, and opportunities I never thought were even possible. The rooms I used to pray to walk into, suddenly I was being invited into them. That's the power of proximity. Now, cousins, it's your turn. Drop down in the comment section and tell me one way you're going to elevate your circle. And don't keep this message to yourself. Stop being selfish. Send this video out to at least 3 people you know are full of potential and just need the reminder to level up their circle. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss when I drop a gem. Always remember, cousins, this is my favorite saying: be you, because there's only one you, and the world needs more people like you. And cousin, please don't be afraid to elevate your circle. You deserve to grow. But like the sand in the hourglass, we are out of time. So until next time, bye, cousin.